Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube classes. In the previous session, you come to know what are the difficulties faced the Monaco government to execute the life imprisonment. So after 1 year, the king come across the new expenditure for the keep of the criminal, that was 600 francs. And the king thought it over because the criminal was a young fellow and a healthy fellow. He might live long for 50 years, and he count 600 into 50, that was 36,000 francs. So the king thought it over and he told to the minister, the present plan is too expensive, and told to the ministers to find a cheaper way to dealing with that criminal. Then the ministers made a deliberation. In the deliberation, the ministers decided to release the prisoner from the prison itself. But they dismissed the guard. Prisoner didn't run away. He came out, went to the palace kitchen, took what was given to him, and came back to the prison, shut the door himself, and stayed inside. So the minister decided to tell to the criminal to run away from the prison itself, and the ministers decided to tell the criminal that they do not want to keep him in the prison itself. Look at here what happened, and in this part you are going to know about why the criminal was refused to run away from the prison itself. We shall have to tell him straight out, said they, that we do not want to keep him. So the minister of justice had him brought before him. So the minister decided to tell the criminal that they do not want to keep him. That is why ministers of justice brought the criminal in front of them. And they told the criminal like this, why do you not run away? Said the minister, there is no God to keep you. You can go where you like, and the prince will not mind. So the minister of justice told to the criminal, why do you not run away? There is no God to keep you. Put an eye on you. Already we dismissed the God here. You may go where you like. And if you run away from the prison, the prince will not mind. He won't tell you anything. He won't take any action on you. Go away, run away. Like that they told to the criminal straight away. But here, look at here, the criminal replied to the ministers with a valid reason here. I dare say the prince would not mind, replied the man, but I have nowhere to go. Look, the criminal told the minister like this, I dare the prince would not mind. Prince will not take care of this matter. He wouldn't mind anything about if I run away from this. And he told here, replied the man, but I have nowhere to go. Look, the criminal told the minister, I have nowhere to go. I have no place to go here. Why? What was the reason here? Look at here. What can I do? The criminal told to the minister, what can I do? You have ruined my character by your sentence, and people will turn their backs on me. Look, the criminal told to the minister that the minister and the prince of the Monaco kingdom ruined the criminal character. Ruined in the sense, destroyed the criminal characters by their sentence, by their punishment. And if the criminal went out, he told to the minister, the people will turn their back on him. So people show their back on the criminal here. That is why the criminal wouldn't run away from the prison, and he refused to run away from the prison itself. And he had a valid reason here. Look at here, he continued. Besides, I have got out of my way of working. You have treated me badly. Look at here. So in the earlier, before the murder, he got out for the working, but the prince and the Monaco government treated the criminal murderer in the bad way. And most importantly here, look at here, when you, beside I have got out of the way of working, you have treated me badly, it is not fair. So he told the ministers, it is not a fair thing. In the first place, once you sentenced me to death, you ought to have to execute me. Look, in the earlier, you sentenced me to death. You told a verdict like to execute my head cut off. But you have to execute me, but you didn't do that one. So I didn't complain. Look at here, later what happened? But you did not do it. That is one thing. I did not complain about that. Okay. So in the earlier you had took a decision of executing the criminal head cut off, but you didn't do that one. But I didn't complain on you and your government and the king. Look what he suggested later. Then you sentenced me to imprisonment for life and put a god to bring my own food. Look later what happened. They changed the verdict, altered the verdict from death sentence to the life imprisonment, and they placed the god to bring his own food. But later what the minister did here, they dismissed the god. Although criminal did not complain for that. Look at here. God to bring my food, but after a time you took him away again. Look, and I had to fetch my own food. So after the God dismissed, here the criminal had to fetch his own food itself. Again I did not complain. Look at here, again the criminal did not complain to the minister. But now you actually want me to go away. But the criminal told to the ministers, but now you are informing me to go away from this place. No, I can't go like that. I can't agree to that. You may do as you like, but I won't go away. Look, the criminal told the ministers, you may do as you like. What are the things you want to do? You may do it, but I can't go away from the prison. Look, he told these are the reason why he had refused to run away from the prison. The first thing is, he told like this, if I go out, the people turn their back on me, and by their sentence they ruined the criminal character. And the second thing is, in the beginning you told sentenced me to execution, but you didn't do that one. I didn't complain there itself. Then you changed the decision, altered the verdict from death sentence to life imprisonment, and appointed the god to bring my food. Later what happened? You dismissed the god. I went to my own legs to bring my own food, although I did not complain. Now you are telling me to go away from here. No, I can't do. You may do what you wish, but I can't go away from the prison. These are the reason he gave to the ministers of that Monaco government. This is called refuse to run away. What was to be done? Look, what was to be done? What was to be done? Once more, the council was summoned. What course could they adopt? The man would not go. They reflected and considered the only way to get rid of him was to offer him a pension, and so they reported the prince. There is nothing else for it, said they. We must get rid of him somehow. The sum fixed was 600 francs, and this was announced to the prisoner. Look, when the criminal refused to run away from the prison, once again they made a committee, council. In that council, all the ministers once again negotiated each other. They discussed each other about the matter. What happened there? The ministers agreed to get rid of that matter. Get rid of in the sense they want to solve that matter. That is why they hit upon an idea to give him a pension. For the murderer, they offered a pension here, and they submitted their deliberation to the king, and king also thought it over, and he would like to get rid of that matter itself. That is why he agreed, and they fixed the sum. So here, for the keep of the criminal, how much they expended? 600 francs. So the same 600 francs, they decide to give a pension to the criminal, and they decide to tell to the criminal from go away from the prison itself. This was happened after. Look at here, what happened? Well said. So they decide to tell the criminal that they are offering a pension to the murderer to go away from the prison itself. So what happened later? Well, said he, I don't mind so long as you undertake to pay it regularly. On that condition, I am willing to go. Look, the criminal is utilizing the Monaco kinglet mercy as well as their weakness in administration. He utilized it here. Look at here, what was that? The criminal In the earlier, when the guard was dismissed and when the minister told him to run away, he refused to run away from the prison. Now the prince would like to get rid of that matter. That is why he announced the pension to the murderer. Look at how he replied to that. Well, said he, the criminal said here, I don't mind so long as you undertake to pay it. Look at here, the criminal asked to the minister, so long as you undertake to pay it. So regularly. So how much you are going to pay me regularly of this pension? I am not be able to come here. If you are stopping, definitely I will come back and stay in the prison itself. Look, he told to the ministers to give that pension regularly. On that condition, I am willing to go. Look, on that condition, the criminal willing to go from the prison here. So the criminal here utilized the weakness of the Monaco government itself. Look, so the matter was settled. So when the criminal agreed to go away from the prison by receiving the pension, the matter was settled, and the prince of that Monaco kinglet get rid of that matter itself. So the matter was settled. He received 1/3 of his annuity in advance. Look at here, 1/3 of annuity in advance. It representing 200 francs. 1/3 of 600. It means 200 francs. He received in advance. In advance only. Advance, and left the king's domain. He left the Monaco kingdom itself. It was only a quarter of an hour by rail, and he emigrated and settled just across the frontier, where he bought a bit of land and started market gardening. Now lives comfortably. He always goes at the proper time to draw his pension. Look, so by receiving the 1/3 of annuity of his pension, it means 200 francs, okay, or 1/3, 200 francs, he left the king's domain. He left the Monaco kingdom and settled, emigrated to the next country, emigrated and settled just across the frontier. In the sense, either maybe he emigrated to the France or maybe Italy, because these two countries are there very closely to the Monaco kingdom. Maybe in between these two countries, he settled one of the country there itself. So later, by using that money, he bought a bit of land there and he started the gardening business, flower gardening business there. Started market gardening and now lives comfortably. So after that case, the criminal lives very comfortably and he did not make any crime there. He always goes at the proper time to draw his pension. Look at here, his pension. Having received it, he goes to the gaming table, stake 2 or 3 francs, sometimes wins and sometimes loses, and then return home. He lives peaceably and well. So after receiving the 1/3 of annuity, he went across the frontier of the Monaco kingdom, settled in that, and by using that pension, he bought a bit of land and started the gardening business. And always he went to the Monaco kingdom at the proper time to receive his pension, and after receiving his pension, he used to go to the gaming house. There he used to stake 1, 2 or 3 francs. Sometimes the criminal winning, sometimes he is losing. Then he returned back to his home and he stayed there very comfortably and peaceably and well. Look at here, there he did not do any crime activity in that country. Look, it is a good thing that he did not commit his crime in a country where they do not grudge expense to cut a man's head off or to keep him in prison for life. Look, so in that place, the criminal did not do any criminal activity. And one thing you should remember, if he do any criminal activity in those countries, either maybe France or Italy, any one, okay, they didn't bother to cut the man's head off, and most importantly, they didn't bother to keep him a life imprisonment in the jail itself. But one thing you should remember, the criminal didn't do any criminal activity where he was settled right now. So this is the chapter by Leo Tolstoy. Throughout the chapter, you understood the humorism and the sarcasm of the government that inefficiency to bring out the death sentence to the life imprisonment and life imprisonment to the what we call as a sentence. So here completely he shows the failure of the government on his promises. Earlier the government makes a lot of promises, later they will keep on changing. Here one thing you should remember, there are so many criticism are there. One I would like to tell you here, ill-gotten gains finally spent in the ill-mannered way. Look, the king of the Monaco received the money from the ill-gotten gains. So he received the money from the gaming house, tax on the tobacco, wine, and etc. So that is called ill-gotten gains from the gaming house, roulette. Although he knew that was a dirty business, but he received the special source of revenue from the gaming house. Finally, he spent that money for the keep of the criminal. Look at here. Even the prince did not give him a punishment. He sent the criminal to the other country and offered him a pension. So ill-gotten gains finally spent in the ill-mannered way. Okay, and here the king is focusing on lot of luxurious life rather than his duties in this chapter. Okay, as like our governments are doing like this, they are focusing on their luxurious life rather than their responsibilities and duties. This is called sarcasm. This is called humor. Humor in the sense, throughout this chapter he brought out humor, how they keep on changes, alter the decision from there to here, here to there. And another view, instead of releasing the criminal and offering the pension, the king would like to continue his punishment itself, life imprisonment. So look at here, they get rid of the matter, but they are spending 600 francs per year. Instead of giving him a pension, he might be living in a prison itself. He might be spent in the prison itself, but he did not do that one. So these are the things are there. If you have any kind of a doubts regarding the entire chapter, ask me and comment me in the comment box. I will reply to you. Have a nice day. Take care.